both. One of the problems that we're trying to solve in today's day is the low engagement levels that we actually have on the internet. So while we are all present on various social media apps, what is the kind of engagement do we have with our connections? If I have to talk about myself, I have about 5,000 connections on LinkedIn. But honestly, my engagement with them is very, very superficial. It's limited to a like, share, or a comment. So one of the problems we're trying to solve is the low engagement levels, us not really monetizing our network. The second thing is there are no rewards or tangible benefits attached to giving a reference. Today we are all here to network, we're all here to probably get a reference to something. In fact, not just at a professional level, but even at a personal level, we always seek references. But for a long period of time, it's just been considered a goodwill gesture. So that's another thing we're trying to solve. We're also trying to solve the trust factor that is lacking on internet. So when a lot of times you would have noticed that you go to Google, you see reviews, but the reality is something else. So recently I had gone to Turkey. I booked a hotel looking at the reviews and the amenities on Google. But it turned out to be very different when I went to the property. That's because reviews on Google can also be bought. And the fourth thing is because of having multiple platforms, because of having so many social media platforms, so many groups, the information that's there is fragmented. So the solution we've come up with is actually our app, where we are giving you a unified experience for your social, professional, and requirement needs. Yes. So talking about what CURD actually provides, if you actually download my app today, you'll see that we have 3 screens. We have a social feed, a professional feed, and a referral feed. So at the time of onboarding, we actually ask you your professional and personal interests. And we only show you content that you want to see. So we're very decentralized in terms of our thoughts. When it comes to the referral screen, normally when you post a requirement on any other social media or groups, it will be lost amongst the different posts that you've created, right? But on my app, when you actually create a requirement, it is seen on that designated referral screen, and it's only going to be seen by your first level of connections. So those are the guys who can actually recommend you to a business rather than getting a recommendation from some unfamiliar source, which is again a problem on the internet on different platforms or Google. Whatever you see is not from a vetted source. The second point is what we are trying to do is we're trying to attach a tangible benefit to giving references. So the whole idea is to actually give the referrer some rewards so that he's encouraged to become your brand's evangelist. We're minting our own currency on Polygon, and that's going to be the utility token of our platform, which will be used by businesses to reward users. The third one is we as a platform want to recognize you amongst your network. So if you are somebody who has given the most amount of referrals, we as a platform will reward you with CURD coins. And we proudly say that we're not just for discovery, but we're also for decision making. This comes from the fact that whatever referrals you get are from people who you know. In fact, I'd like to cover one more feature here, which is the Trust Circle feature. On my app, if you want to write a review to a business, you actually have to add that business to your Trust Circle. The moment you do that, you're attaching your reputation to that business. And who sees this? It's again your first level of connections. So the moment anybody known to me comes to your business, they'll see my review over his review because they don't know him. Yes. So CURD is actually for everyone. It is for businesses who are looking at connecting with investors, say investors who want to look at organic growth of a business. It's for salaried professionals who are looking out for jobs through references. It's for homemakers, it's for creators, it's for students, it's for everyone. So we are actually looking at onboarding. So in 2 months of our soft launch, we've onboarded about 700 odd businesses. By the end of this year, we're looking at onboarding 1 lakh businesses. By 2024, we're looking at onboarding about 4 million users. And by 2025, we're looking at onboarding 20 million users. So this is the team. We have Ankit Baradia, who's the founder. We have myself, who is the head of business. We have Shishadri, who's the strategic advisor. We have Yuvraj, who's the technical advisor. And we have Anirban, who's planned the gamification of our app. So now the floor is open for questions, but before that I'll request each one of you to please remove your phones, download my app and start networking. Thank you.